Hillary Clinton left the 9/11 ceremony yesterday morning after fainting. Initially, people were skeptical that this happened. The campaign said she was simply hot and dehydrated and needed water. But then a video came out, and it was undeniable that Hillary had her knees give way from under her multiple times and had to be lifted into a car. Damning evidence that Hillary is not well. And despite screaming conspiracy theorists at journalists like Paul Watson and Mike Cernovich over the past few months, the mainstream media finally had to address the issue of Hillary's health as being very real and serious. So the Clinton campaign was forced to come out with a statement. Hillary has pneumonia? Okay, so first Hillary was totally fine. Then she got heat stroke and was dehydrated. Then a video came out, and now she has pneumonia. That's an interesting timeline there. This may very well be true, and it may very well be the only thing Hillary has right now. But I think that is extremely unlikely, and here's why. If this fall didn't happen, we never would have heard about the pneumonia. Hillary and her campaign are far more concerned about keeping things hidden and saving face than being honest and letting Hillary get her rest before the debates and potential leadership. These priorities were made very evident this weekend when they allegedly discovered the pneumonia on Friday and didn't tell anyone over the whole weekend. Then they still had Clinton show up to the 9/11 event and then lied initially about what happened until the video. So unless Hillary is coughing up blood or tests are being leaked, we can be confident that we will never hear about anything more serious that Clinton has. And even if that happens and tests are released, the campaign and the bought-out mainstream media will try to lie and try to cover it up. Honesty is not in their best interest. There is way too much on the line this election, literally trillions of dollars, and more power than can be quantified, the leadership of the United States of America. If Hillary is very sick, some of the most powerful people on earth and some of the most powerful organizations on earth have an enormous incentive to keep that quiet. This includes the Clintons themselves. You are being insane if you think that she wouldn't hide an illness that could end her campaign. The DNC can't afford to change their candidate this late in the race. They are better off bringing in sick Hillary and having her run things from her deathbed than telling the truth. So should we be skeptical that this is just pneumonia? Absolutely. Should we trust Clinton and her campaign at this point? Absolutely not. She's a chronic liar, as we've seen with Benghazi and her email scandal. And as for her supporters and the campaign staff, the incentive for them to lie is stronger than the incentive to tell the truth. That is just a fact. You're dealing with an ultimatum of ending a campaign or lying. That's not even a choice for these people. Even members of her campaign that have strong moral inclinations likely think that a very sick Hillary is better than Trump, and therefore lying is justified. Then, of course, things keep getting stranger with evidence coming out. Martin Shkreli discovered that Chelsea Clinton's house that Hillary visited after her episode yesterday is actually an old shut-down medical facility. Then, of course, you've got the catheter in the leg that people have spotted, her helper following her around with some sort of device and guiding her when she gets confused, the earpiece, the seizures, previous health issues with her family, the coughing going on long before Friday. If she was diagnosed just Friday, then that doesn't explain all these strange occurrences beforehand. And of course, there's her refusal to release medical records, despite all the questions going on. If there were truly nothing wrong with Hillary and I were working on her campaign, that would be my first suggestion. Release the records, end this once and for all. But they won't, and they will continue to lie, and the media will continue to cover up and lie along with them. There's too much on the line this election, and these people couldn't give a damn if Hillary were in a coma. They would still vote for her. I was sitting in a bar last night and two Hillary supporters across from me were talking loudly about how she just tripped yesterday and how right-wingers are such crazy conspiracy theorists. Her campaign has come out and said she was sick yesterday. That's not even a conspiracy. At this point, I can't trust Hillary supporters, I can't trust the mainstream media, and I certainly cannot trust Hillary's campaign to give me the real story on what is going on. And if you're a reasonable person, you should absolutely be skeptical too. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I'm smart enough to be able to call out bullshit when I see it. Thanks for watching. Don't miss my show Standoff by clicking here to become a member.